I'm leaving America, and that's just what it's gonna be. My peace and my happiness is way more important to me than money. You feel me?
Yeah, catch up on the AR, how you did that? Track out, lift up when you take off, how you did that? You put switches up on your blinkies, how you did that? Your LV better.
YouTube, what's good? We are back with another video. This is a different type of video, honestly. You've seen my content, you know what I do. I do a lot of car content, but this video was me really coming here to explain something that's been going on recently with me and my mindset and the way it's changed. Instead of just like coming with some huge announcement, it's not a huge announcement. It's something that we've all been going through. It's something that me personally, I've just been seeing happening in the world and seeing going on in the world, and I just want to address it. So this isn't just some huge announcement. It's really just me coming on the camera to voice out my opinion about how just tired I am. I've been seeing a lot of TikToks on my For You page. I've seen a lot of videos, and I've just been doing a lot of research on other people, seeing if other people agree with what I've been feeling. Because, you feel guilty about it because, you've been taught your whole life to, work. And if you're not working, you're just lazy, you're a bum. I'm sure I'm going to get the comments under this video of older people telling me that my generation is lazy. My generation doesn't know how to get their hands dirty. But I feel like my generation, we got the short end of the stick when it came to adulthood. I feel like I'm an adult in a time period where you're not allowed to get ahead. You're built. The system is built for us to keep working and working and working. And you look up and there's just no room for you to get ahead of the program. There's no room for you to save. There's just no room for nothing besides going to work, sleeping, eating, and paying bills. Like, only thing that is promised is paying bills. Like, you have to go to work. You work 40 hours a week. You pay your bills. The whole entire check goes to bills. I even know people, and I know some people are going to be like, well, you should have got a degree. You should have got a trade. I know people that have done that, and they're still in the same boat. I have friends that can't even get jobs with the degrees. I went to college for 2 years. I didn't really enjoy it. I have friends that graduated from college, and, they can't even get jobs with their degrees. Like, they're good degrees. They didn't just degree in hobbies. I have friends with real degrees, criminal justice degrees, kinesiology degrees, real degrees, and some of my friends can't even get jobs with the degrees that they have. And that's kind of why I'm deciding that I feel like the only way to get around the program is to just leave America, honestly. Like, they used to preach us the American dream: go to school, go to college, get married, have a family, buy a house. And it's just like, in the economy that we're in, it's people out there that don't even want to get married because of the cause. There's people out there that's not even having kids because of the world that we live in, that it's just not safe for the next 5-10 years. Nobody knows what's going to go on in America, that people not even wanting to have kids because it's so fucked up now that why would you want to bring another life into that? You're just bringing another person into a life of suffering just like the rest of us. And it's sad to say, but it's just like, that's just the reality, and that's the life of America. We have this illusion of, motion. You're taught, especially in the black community, that if you're not making money, then you're not doing anything with your life. And we have this illusion of motion, you feel me? But there's no progress. You cannot see no progress. I've seen so many TikToks of people just crying about how they're behind on bills, and every time they get a paycheck, the entire paycheck is going straight to bills. They don't have nothing left over from their paychecks. It's like, you work 40 hours for free. It's essentially how it feels. You're paying these bills to put a roof over your head, can never save. So then when, an emergency happens, you have no money. So then you got to go take out a loan, the loan that, you may or may not get. I'm 23. My credit is not the worst, but it's not the best. I've never gotten approved for a loan. Even with because again, I'm young. I didn't have no credit history. I've never been approved for a loan. So even somebody that's in the same boat as me, you're forced to move back with parents. You're forced to borrow money from people who, again, are just like the lenders. They don't want to give people are all broke. We're all broke. I can't give you money if I don't got it for myself and my own family. So again, you're forced to homelessness or shelters, things like that. And because it's like, you're like, everybody in America just feels like they're one fuck up away from homelessness. Like, if let's say a bad storm comes in, their house floods, like, they have nowhere to go. They cannot really pay for the damages because, you got insurance, but insurance is a fucking scam. It's a system that is not designed for us to get ahead because the people at the top are so greedy. I just seen today that Amazon is trying to let go of like 45,000 workers or something, like 30,000 workers or something like that. My bad, I had to relocate the camera because it overheated a little bit. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, Amazon, they're trying to cut 30,000 workers. I did look it up. It was 30,000 workers, over 30,000, to cut costs, cut expenses. But it's like, bro, you're a multi-billionaire, bro. I think my dad did the math, and it's like if he paid every single one of his, if he paid like all of his Amazon employees $100,000 a year each, he'd still have like 20 billion left over. And it's like, again, I feel like our whole country is ran on greed. You know, they're trying to keep the rich rich and, you know, take money from the poor. That's how I feel. That's how it's looking, in my opinion. So I don't want to drag this video on out. And it's just like, I'm just basically coming to tell you guys I'm pivoting in my content, basically. So with that being said, I'm gonna be pivoting my content. I'm gonna be doing other things besides the cars, because again, the cars is expensive. I've showed y'all, it's been months, it's been weeks since y'all seen a car video on this channel. You know why? Because I could not afford it. I could not afford to keep going and posting content like that. It costs so much money for car parts. I don't have the money. I was working 2 jobs. I was working at Planet Fitness. I was working at a hospital. I worked at Amazon. I've done all this stuff. I've done it all. And I still could not keep money in my pockets after I paid my bills. And I just could not afford it. And I'm not going to keep going down that rabbit hole. Because they say, if you look up the definition of insanity, it's doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. And it's just not going to come. So I'm taking it in my hands. I'm going to pivot my content. I'm going to change some things up. This channel is going to look different. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up beforehand. I don't want y'all to just be like, yo, where'd the cars go? The cars are still going to be here. It's going to be, I'm moving my life. I'm slowing down. I'm taking control, and I'm going to do it my way. I'm not going to just keep on doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So again, the cars will still be here, but there will be other things on this channel as well. And if that's not what you're here for, I apologize. If that is what you're here for and you want to see more, then hit that subscribe button, because again, I'm leaving America, and that's just what it's going to be. I don't know how long I'm going to be leaving America. It could be 6 months, it could be a year, it could be 2 years, it could be 10 years, it could be a month, it could be a few weeks. You know, but I'm just going to try to get out of here, and I'm going to try to do something different. And again, I'm going to take y'all with me through the whole journey. Y'all going to see the entire thing. I just wanted to let y'all know that before I uploaded the video and y'all be like, this isn't what we came for. I just want y'all to know I'm leaving. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to take control of my life, and I'm going to be happy, because my peace and my happiness is way more important to me than money. You feel me? It's way more important. I was again, I showed you the picture. I was eating alive by stress, and I still couldn't pay for what I wanted to. All right, came back outside to finish the outro of this video. I'm gonna wrap it up here. If you guys like these type of videos, let me know. If this is not what you asked for in this channel, I'm sorry, but I have to do something different. And welcome to everybody that's coming to see my channel from this video. I hope you stay. I hope you enjoy the next few videos. I am going to be switching it up. I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to be doing hygiene. I'm going to do fashion. I'm going to do lifestyle content. And hopefully we can go somewhere with that. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you comment. And sorry if you hear a bunch of wind. My phone was overheating while I was in the car. But yeah, without further ado, I'm going to catch y'all in the next video, and I'm out, man.